Welcome to Wisdom Talk Radio, a collaborative community of explorers in conscious living. Welcome to another special episode of Wisdom Talk Radio. And know that no matter what it is that we're doing here, whether I'm interviewing someone else, whether I'm doing a book reading, whether I am sharing with you something else, the intention, no matter what it is, my intention is as an invitation to you to remember more fully who you really are. And to come into that energetically, to come into that in a way that your heart remembers. And that changes everything in your life. And so today, we're going to tackle something a little, maybe a little more esoteric, a little different. And it's a short chapter, but it's meaty. And I just simply invite you to be with me as we talk about original sin. That's what I mean about, this is something a little different. And the chapter title is Original Sin is Really Original Separation. Sidestepping any dialogue about what St. Augustine of Hippo, renowned theologian in the 1st century CE, termed original sin. Consider that it is our willingness to experience life in all of its forms that creates the dichotomy, duality of forgetting and remembering. So instead of original sin, I prefer original separation. It feels more accurate and has no judgment. So from the original connection, the blessing of the breath of God as the enlivening force of life, comes separation, the movement into life with all of its experiences, its tests, its sorrows, and its joys. I call this forgetting instead of sin. This gives me such a feeling of expansion and possibility instead of the restriction and judgment that is inherent with sin. Although forgetting indeed is the cause and creation of our suffering, and for this we pay mightily, it also provides a contrasting experience to remembering. In this very distinction, there is a gift. Separation, with its opposing aspect, connection, can give us the impetus to discover how to move between the two. The contrast itself gives rise to remembering, which then becomes an engine of our creativity. We are incredibly adaptable, resourceful, and creative. We have only to recognize the gift of each so that we can reconcile what was division into oneness. Creativity is not something nice to have or something that only some of us have. Our creative expression is the means for reconciliation. I'm going to repeat that. Our creative expression is the means for reconciliation. When you shift your attention from excavating the past towards creating with your own life force, a profound shift takes place. You can see what is opening and coming towards you. Your vision brings to you what you long to receive. I invite you to simply breathe that in. And you might not understand it all on the face of it, or even first hearing of it. So perhaps you might want to listen and listen again. And listen with your whole body, not just with your mental capacity, because that's where you're going to start to feel something that says, oh, there's some truth here. There's something for me to get here. There's something for me to receive. And that, again, is the invitation. And so I leave you with the sense of, well, really with the sense of just so much love for who you are. Knowing that as we continue on this journey, we will go deeper and deeper into the experience of remembrance. There's more for you if you want to go to the BacaInstitute.com. You can take the Quantum Connection quiz. If you've enjoyed this, if this has been meaningful for you, share it with friends, share it with loved ones. Leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts or on YouTube if you're seeing this on YouTube. But remember, we'll be back, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us here at Wisdom Talk Radio. We wish you well in your conscious explorations. For more information and to join in the conversation, our website is wisdomtalkradio.com or at Wisdom Talk Radio on Facebook.